On stage at SALT, Jake Claver stated that people don't comprehend crypto market caps. Many of these assets, he claims, will reach trillions before anybody notices. In addition, we will search the area. There has been a recent uptick in the number of financial advisors recommending cryptocurrency to their clientele. What's coming up and the number of financial advisors who haven't made the jump to crypto yet will surprise you. To get a feel for what to anticipate, we'll examine actual data. Here are some numbers regarding how. Ethereum token sales are bringing in a lot of capital. Let's use this to gauge the level of interest in XRP. Both Ripple and XRP have experienced significant growth and are currently ranked among the world's 100 most valuable cryptocurrencies. Of course, we shall discuss everything related. The clothing that this girl is wearing is just stunning. Very well. Very well. It looks just stunning. This is awesome. It would be fun to see this video together. Salt stage with Jay Claver. Regarding the errors, that was my entire point. Please tell me your thoughts on this. Oh, you can't have trillions of dollars in market cap in these networks. One would believe upon seeing market cap. The skyrocketing market valuations of these networks will astound everyone. Why? Because in their minds, it's just like selling all of a stock. However, there is a difference between a token's circulating supply and its available or total supply. Okay? While others. The current market capitalization of digital assets exceeds that of publicly traded corporations with a $1 trillion market cap. This is really thrilling for me. It is clear now. I can't stop harping on the fact that technology is actually working to our benefit. It's a first. You said total value locked, so that's when things go tricky. Basically, it's the same as claiming to be familiar with aliens and the X asset manager. Onlookers remain fixed. These networks are capable of doing those tasks. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's true what you said. Jake became friends with someone new. Check it out. Please show it to me. Very well. I thought you might find these figures interesting because many are upset over the recent $3 price of XRP. Why isn't the pricing astronomical? There seems to be a lingering misunderstanding that the market is not yet at a utility point. Rather, it is still in the full trading phase. Still, I anticipate that as these ETF selections approach, the price will begin to rise. Please allow me to demonstrate the reason. Market capitalization and value fluctuations are not simple commodities that can be exchanged for one another. The majority of individuals are unaware of this. Since these tokens aren't making enough progress, these market cap parameters have been introduced. Anyone who invests $1 in a spot ETF probably doesn't want their money matched twice, or subjected to any of those other nonsense, does it? Possible future. You should aim for spot things that can influence price movements. The typical rise for XRP is between 100x and 500x in this very moment. Reason enough for me to investigate Canary Capital's chief executive officer. In the first 30 days, his firm aims to launch a spot exchange-traded fund ETF for XRP. He predicts a $5 billion windfall for us. I would like to examine the additional funds arriving at $5 billion, $10 billion, and $25 billion at this time. Never forget that it's functional for exiting as well as entering. It is reciprocal. The market cap considerations were mentioned afterwards. Personally, I'm looking for 50x, 100x, and 250x. In my opinion, this will be a better investment than 500x once more capital is flowing into these assets. Expect a decline in the market cap. As of this writing on August 24th, 59.48 billion XRP have been distributed. You may expect to see the video on Monday, the 25th. There are 5 billion with a 50x, 100x, and 250x. This is the desired increase or decrease in the market cap and price. 10 billion and 25 billion, respectively. An example of a 10 billion with 50x, 100x, and 250x. The price tag is $8 or $16.42. Next, 25 billion with 50x, 100x, and 250x, respectively. With a market value of $105 or $15 per share, the market value increased by 6.25 trillion. In any case, the forecasts and corresponding calculations are as follows. I hope that was clear. It would be really appreciated if you could handle some of these tasks alone. The true multiplier during ETF debuts and large money flows, according to several analysts, might be 100x or greater. Here we have Nate Garassi, an expert in exchange-traded funds ETFs. A spot XRP offering is something BlackRock, in his opinion. Notice these flows, he remarked. Ethereum made $340 million in a single day. Excuse me, but this is only August. Ethereum received $2.8 billion in August, while Bitcoin lost $1.2 billion. Because of this, Bitcoin is losing ground to Ethereum. That was the wiser choice in this situation a few months ago, and these are only the figures for July. Roughly $8.25 as of July. You received $8.2 billion in less than 2 months. Given that billion had been invested in Ethereum spot ETFs, would $5 billion be possible for XRP? We can, in my humble opinion. Remind yourself to listen to these statistics. A stage awaits this man. He recounts a conference call with 400 financial advisors, half of whom had never invested in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin products before. Imagine for a second what these folks do when they find out we're arrived a bit tardy to the celebration. Will they be buying Bitcoin when its price peaks? Is it going to be Ethereum, XRP, or another cryptocurrency? You start to think that's true. If licensed advisors chose to invest 1% of their clients' money in Bitcoin, it will still be early in that YOTA one time. I just spoke with 400 financial advisors over the phone, and over half of them still don't see any value in Bitcoin exchange-traded funds. While on the phone, he had 400 assistants. Not even half of those advisors have invested in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrencies. So 50% of them are still out of here. As you look around, you'll notice a mountain of cash just waiting to pour in. Now all they need is the clarity act, or something similar to serve as the starting gun. Everything points to a wild last quarter or half of this year. I'm looking forward to those months the most, but I will also be keeping an eye on when it could be a good time to leave some of these spots and prepare for the next round. I think it would be rather easy to answer Teddy's question by: show investment advisors how Bitcoin can lower volatility and boost returns. I wanted to show you some more statistics, but now it's fairly quiet. A dealer in digital assets posted this. Express your gratitude to him. And here we have Dan Tapiro's latest tweet. His claim that the bull market will continue is based on the fact that 82% of people surveyed by JP Morgan Stanley stated they did not possess cryptocurrency. Among the many numerical events that will transpire from 2022 to 2025 are those mentioned. Whatever you see here is Bitcoin. Yes, that is. Reasons for the brilliant blue color being 2025. When the year 2024 rolls around, it will be all green. A dark blue year is 2022, and a yellow one is 2023. At this point, you should begin to investigate XRP. Businesses were hesitant to invest in XRP in the previous few years due to uncertainty about Ripple's ability to win the SEC case. At that point, you noticed that this figure was trending upwards. Your curiosity about where this will be in 6, 12, or 24 months is piqued by the growth of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano. Everything that you ought to examine. After trading with Pinduo, Deutsche Telekom, and Cattle, XRP entered the top 100 assets by market value. This is technically Deutsche Telekom, but I know it's T-Mobile. After that comes PDD Holdings, followed by the 100, and lastly XRP. This would be a complete and utter 180 for the price of XRP. The market capitalization will be near 500 billion rubles if the price of XRP triples. The rapid decline in XRP's price makes you question how soon this will reach the top of the charts. BlackRock's market cap is surpassed by XRP. Something very amazing has happened recently. After that, discussions concerning cryptocurrency begin to revolve around Chainlink, XRP, and others. Take this guy's Mondo statistics as an example. Fell short. What do you recommend to those who are just starting out with cryptocurrency? Furthermore,